We got this one here. You hold that. This one had the long one. And we had a wheel one in here. Then we had a narrow one. See, that extra length didn't hurt at all, see?
Well, would you look at that?
It's still nice and loose. So theoretically, these are 45 thou too much, but
That's bearing play though, too, right?
they didn't really care. Okay, now where's your nut?
That's right there.
Okay, here's his nut. So we got two spacers to choose from, one with a groove and one without a groove. One's clean and one's dirty. Which one do you want?
Groove.
The groove, yeah.
The groovy?
Yeah.
Because a good groove there. Do you want the grooves next to each other or opposite of each
It's
other?
streamlined.
There you go. Except for FXRs.
Yeah.
Okay, we're a little bit too fat there, boss, so that's too much. If you cut it to that groove, it would work better, but you don't have quite enough threads. Ideally, you should maybe cut this axle down and make it correct, but we don't want you to overdo anything. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a lock wash on it either, but you know, we don't want to get too carried away here. Yeah, that looks really close too. Thought you straightened it, but it's bent, I can tell. Okay, how's it look on that bike? Looks like it's going relatively straight to the bars, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's straight to the bars, that helps.
Yeah, it looks like it's going pretty straight with the bars.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bike right now.
Looks like
Oop, too much. No, actually looks pretty close. What do you think? One more? Keep beating on it, gets better. It needs to be over here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, I went too far. This is precision straightening here. Alignment to the frame. Very critical adjustments here. Alright, how's that? Does it look straight now?
looks pretty straight.
You saying that? Probably.
Well, it looks straighter than it did.
Well, that's not saying much. It was kind of not that. So how close are we down here now? How did we wind up so far off?
Who took the measurements?
I don't know. Not even close.
You have the scale?
Yeah, I think it's back on the bench. Who did this? Jeez, you're off. You suck. You know, I tightened the nut up. That was the problem.
You're only like half a pinky off.
Half a pinky.
Only like half a pinky off, right?
What's half a pinky? I think the problem is I tightened the nut down. It made a big difference. Because now it looks like if we run the same spacer on both sides, it'd probably be pretty good. So what do we got over here now? It moved a bunch. I can't even get here to see. Let's see what we had here. Okay, this one's at 2.150. Well, that moved a ton. This one's over here at 450 or something. Well, either way, it needs to go that way a bunch. I don't know who did that.
What if you swap the spacers around?
I think it'd go
Well,
too much
then
the other way.
it would be
Yeah, too far the other way.
on the other
Yeah.
side, yeah.
I think when I tighten the axle down, it really moved things a lot.
So you did a shorter spacer on both sides? Or
See how it looks a lot better now?
we'll just leave it loose. Leave fun.
See how it's a lot closer now?
It'll spin faster.
Yeah, I'll just ride it with the nut loose. That's
It's been loose already. What's the difference? Still locking device. It's only got a half a nut. That's perfect. I don't see a problem here. Okay, we're going to have to change this out a little bit because it's way the hell off right now. But so I need to go a little bit different than what this combo sparse is. So how much is the total length of these two? So 1,650, so if we have 1.3 per side, 1.325, it should center, assuming everything else is center, which is assuming a lot on this bike. Let's see if I can find something close to 1.32 on each side. Okay, and before I lucked out, I grabbed the first two. It was right on the money. And I'm going to luck out that well. 205, that's not going to work. What's this one here? This one's not marked. 270, that's close. There's 250. $400, that's not even close. Hey, does that toe taste good? What'd you step in? Yeah, Scooby's having all kinds of fun down today. There's another 250. So what do we got right now? We need 300s, wasn't it? Oh, we have 300s. What's this one? 250. What's 250s? I think I'd have enough in here. There's that 400 again. Looks like they go right from 250 to 400. See, I buy every spacer they make. That way I have one. And of course, I buy at least 3 of each one. That way you can have 2 of the same and butcher one and still be okay. 200. 220. 400 again. I don't think they have 300. 345. 355. We were already too fat though. But we put that with a quarter and might offset about right. So we can try those two. That gives us about a slight offset. Because you know that fork's not going to be square. 60. 30, 400. That's definitely big. 270 there is a big one. This is the left side for an FLT. 1900 through 1999. Maybe it's supposed to be like 1980 or something.
Was a production for 99 years.
They did like 100 years of FLTs. So this one's 280. 400. We have another one over here that's 280. Oh, we have one 340. 270. That's probably the same number. That's the same number. So these are our two biggest ones here. We got this one. We have one of those last 250. This is another 270 right here. Different number. Oops, that's 250. Now we take out the package, it's 250. Okay, let's play around these a little bit. So we come up with here to do something close. So we got all these different ones we can play with. Let's go find one we like. This side was the longer one, so we put the 300 on this side. 225. That one's got 3 grooves on it. All right.
Man.
Pretty excellent. Excellent. Holy. That's pretty close. Not quite. $250 to fit in there. 228. I think it's going to be 2 of these 280s. I think this is going to be the magic combo. Yep. Okay, pull that one out. All the way. It's a little short.
Throw a washer in there.
How big of a washer?
Eyeball it.
Eyeball it?
2 washers.
Depends on the grade washer.
Is in the grade? Got that one right there.
Oh, there you go.
So if you had a lock washer here, you could tighten it up to a full nut. Instead of using the adapter spacer you want to use. But then you have to come up with a lock washer.
I would. Do you have a lock washer?
You'd have to look in that lock washer container over there and see. It's one with a cam box in it.
Oh man, this lock washer looks like it might be perfect.
First one you grabbed, huh?
I could be wrong though.
You could be way wrong, but
Oh, that'll probably do it.
yeah, we're still a little off, but we're a lot closer. Depends on what part of the tire you're looking at. Side to side. You're laughing at over there for.
Just don't look down when you ride.
Don't look down it. Just ignore it.
Where'd my scale run off to? We do that again?
I looked at it.
Thought I just had it. I think I just used my pinky. My pinky dimension. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, turn over here.
Not over there? Not in my pocket, is it? No, it ain't in my pocket. It's in your pocket. I don't know.
Oh, my pocket.
Missing in action. Oh, there it is. Found it. It's underneath the caliper, but I can't see it. Okay, we gotta get an average error here. I can't see there though. That's the problem. Okay, so it's just about 2.225 is where it rubs. This one's about 3. No, I'm on the wrong number. 250. About 250. So it's within about 30 thou. It looks pretty even though on the bike. Does it look even to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 to 30 thou. difference is not that big.
Especially on a pile of crap with the tires going like this. It's not quite as precision as your crank. Now, when you go like this, does it cycle evenly? Actually, looks pretty good.
I can see. I
Kinda
can
goes like
see it.
this.
Yeah. I can see the wheel kind of like turning.
It's perfect. Precision adjustments here. Alright, you should work on this wheel to make it more truer though, but I don't know if it's possible though. I think we already tried doing that, it was pretty even. These spokes are pretty tight, I think, weren't they? You know. So if you let the air out of the tire so you don't screw up the tube, you take your straight edge and go down here, and where it hits right there, tighten the other side. And that'll help square it up a little bit. Can you handle that without breaking it?
Yeah, I think so. Should I put a lock washer on
Lock washer? What are you trying to go racing now? Jeez.
there?
It is a flush nut now, so we got a full nut. So,
Oh, so now you're saying I should use my adapter spacer?
It's always good to have a
That you
full
were
nut.
talking stuff?
look at the washer even fits. Amazing. And that's a heavy duty one. Look at that. You know how much metal that's going to take off the nut every time you tighten it? That is going to be
Hopefully a lot.
It's going to be a lot. That is a heavy duty. Did you see how thick that washer was? That is
Yeah,
a
it's-
heavy duty washer. Boy, that's going to take some metal off when you go and unscrew that thing. Geez, look at that thing. I don't know if I can hold the axle enough to tighten, squeeze it. I can't. How come this axle have a hole through it to help hold it?
I don't know.
Geez.
Cheap axle. It's free.
Want some vice grips?
No, not particularly, but yeah, I think that lock washer might be a little bit too locky. Can't hold the axle.
Slot
hold the
washer's
axle.
working too well? Jeez.
It'd be nice to be able to tighten the nut down somehow.
Man. Let me find a less heavy duty one, I guess.
So I'm all bummed out.
Well, I can use it on your bike now. That's an industrial grade lock washer, let me tell you, that's a thick one.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go back to a spacer, which they're both the same. We'll put the one with the single groove on it again. Now we have a 3-groove spacer instead of a 2-groove though.
Now they're
Yeah, you
getting on me to go home. Jeez.
don't need that washer. Did you find another one?
I don't know. That one looks pretty heavy duty as well.
Yeah,
So
that's about. That's
Yeah.
not quite this. Not quite
It's a medium duty.
medium duty. You have to find your way of holding the axle tight. Put a hole through it. That's why they're supposed to have a hex on that side.
Couldn't find vice grips. You want channel locks?
No, this is too small. It doesn't fit.
Ugh.
I can just go back to your nut and you'll worry about it later.
All right.
You got some more work to do before you get that far on this project.
Yeah. I gotta head out here soon.
Good, we got work to do.
All right.
Not on this.
You gonna work on a real bike?
Work on a real bike. There you go.
They're all real bikes.
Yeah.
So next
Perfect.
time I gotta try and get the wheel more true.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to make it slightly truer than what it is. I know we're asking a lot. So, I don't know. How's that look? Look good to you guys? Looks pretty true to me. Yeah. The faster you go, the truer it gets. It don't hurt your tire.
True statement.
Yeah, when it's going slow like this, you can really see it.
Let's have to go fast.
Yeah, well, but it looks pretty centered on the frame to me, so we're pretty good on that way. Well, the handlebars look straight, or are they off too?
Well, the risers were twisted, so
Well, you know, it's
that's
whatever.
probably a little.
Lining everything up.
It matches everything else. Everything else matches too, so.
Frames tweak, the bars are tweaked,
Yeah, it's custom.
but the fork and everything else is straight.
It probably rolls better like this. It probably rides better like it is right now on the ground. All right, well there you go. Fun with a Springer. Yeah, and more junk. Oh well, we'll play with it.